Welcome into the Ravens Rundown, powered by Chat Sports. Today's show is sponsored by Mint Mobile, with plans starting as low as $15 a month on America's largest 5G network. We'll tell you more about what they do coming up later on in the show. We begin with a Ravens breaking news alert, as the Ravens have signed linebacker AJ Klein off of the New York Giants practice squad to the 53-man roster, and he'll be eligible to play immediately. Let's tell you the details on AJ Klein. Previously played for the Carolina Panthers as well as the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. And in his career, nothing too crazy. 449 tackles, 15.5 sacks, 8 forced fumbles, and 4 interceptions. And his best season was a couple of years ago back in 2020. Had 5 sacks and 75 total tackles. So he's never been a guy that necessarily jumps off the page, and in the Ravens situation, he's going to be a rotational player. He won't be somebody that enters the starting lineup anytime soon. So not a huge move, but nonetheless provides some depth for the linebacking core for the Baltimore Ravens. So I will give you my reaction. We'll tell you more about AJ Klein here in just a second, but give me your one-word reaction to the signing of AJ Klein. Let us know in the comments section. How would you react to this move by the Ravens to bring in the linebacker from the Giants practice squad, AJ Klein? Let me know. Put one word on it in the comments section. My one word is solid. This isn't a bad move. This isn't an earth-shattering or great move by any means. It's just a solid move. Provides some depth. This isn't something that is going to hurt this team. This isn't a game changer, but it isn't something that puts this team over the top either. It just provides some depth. You look at the depth chart for the Ravens right now in that linebacking core, and we've talked about it a lot on this program, that this group has been beat up a lot through these last few games. I mean, from Justin Houston even getting hurt, and he's supposed to be starting right now with that group there. You can see they just need bodies there. They just need guys to be able to fill in, and, I mean, you just never know when another one is going to go down at the rate that these injuries have occurred with this Ravens defense so far this season. So, with that said, folks, this is why you subscribe to the channel. For breaking news just like this, we get our ducks in a row and start filming and producing these things as quickly as possible around here when we have breaking news like this. This is why you subscribe to the channel, so you never miss a moment of all the latest happenings with your favorite team, the Baltimore Ravens. We're bringing you all the latest news, rumors, trades, free agency, and more. I'm staying up late on Sunday night to bring you a post-game recap of that matchup against the Bengals. It's because we're built different around here at Chat Sports. Subscribe now, youtube.com/RavensTV. If you're a real one and subscribe to the channel, I want you to get loud and proud in the comments section. Type me if you are subscribed to the Ravens Rundown, bringing you Ravens coverage nonstop each and every day here on the channel. Let's move on to some trade rumors now for your Baltimore Ravens, as Bleacher Report has suggested that the Ravens should trade for Seattle Seahawks cornerback Sidney Jones. Now, Sidney Jones is a guy that is not getting much playing time for the Seattle Seahawks anymore. But when you look at this Ravens team, who has really struggled in pass defense, this is something that if the Ravens are going to be a contender, if they're going to be a true threat at all in the AFC this year, they have to shore up. They have to fix. So although Sidney Jones isn't the perfect solution, which you're just not going to find at this juncture, at this late in the ballgame here, he is something and would provide a piece to at least help out of some sorts. You're not going to fix everything bringing in Sidney Jones, but it's a situation where it could help to some extent. Here is what Christopher Knox at Bleacher Report had to say about the idea of bringing in Jones. Jones, who is on a one-year, $3.6 million deal, could be a valuable trade asset if the 2-2 Seahawks start trending in the wrong direction. When healthy last season, Jones allowed an opposing passer rating of only 84.3 in coverage. The Baltimore Ravens should also be interested in Jones. No team has allowed more passing yards, that's 1,261, through the first 4 weeks. The Ravens have playoff-caliber offense, but defense that is problematic. adding Jones wouldn't fix every issue, but it couldn't hurt. Baltimore has $3.8 million in cap space. So you see, the numbers work. You got to, as Dave Ramsey says, you got to make your money work for you. And in the case of the Ravens here, the money works. It would not cost you a whole lot. I'm of the mindset, why not at this point? Look, Sidney Jones, he's been limited. He did win a Super Bowl with the Eagles several years back. His career statistics don't jump off the page. 142 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and 4 interceptions. But he's a guy that I look at and you just say, look, it can't hurt you at all. It is worth the risk. In fact, there's not even a risk to the idea of bringing Sidney Jones as far as I'm concerned. Now it's your chance to be the GM here in the Ravens Rundown. Should the Ravens trade for Sidney Jones? Is that a guy that you would look at? I think that compensation-wise, you're looking at anywhere from about a 5th to 6th round pick, and maybe not even this year. Might be even a 2024 pick in actuality. Let us know in the comments section if the Ravens should make a move for Sidney Jones. If you think they should, type Y for yes. If not, type in for no. Let us know in the comments section. Y for yes, in for no, if the Ravens should trade for Sidney Jones. Today's show is sponsored by Mint Mobile, and Mint Mobile is offering plans as low as $15 a month on America's largest 5G network. And those plans include unlimited talk as well as unlimited phone calls. And if you're in a situation where you're trying to figure out, okay, is my phone coverage better on 5G here or is it better on 4G? Do I need to turn on airplane mode to figure it out? Whatever. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Mint Mobile is going to make sure that you have the best phone coverage no matter where you're at. If 5G is better in one area, then they'll take care of you there. If it's 4G, it doesn't matter. Mint Mobile's got you covered all in one place. MintMobile.com/chatsports. Start saving today. Tell them that Tyler Jones sent you, and you'll be glad you did. One more note before we go. A quick roster update for you on the Ravens. Besides just the signing of AJ Klein, the Ravens also made another move this week as they have added former Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Andy Isabella to the practice squad. Now, Isabella, wasn't too long ago, was a second-round pick out of UMass back in 2019. Spent the last 4 seasons with the Arizona Cardinals, and his numbers are not great. 33 catches, 447 yards, and just 3 touchdowns. I mean, let's be real with you, folks, and that's what we are here on Ravens Rundown. We're real ones here. We keep it honest. Isabella has been a bust. He has been a major disappointment in Arizona. Remember, he was a second-round pick, picked in the same draft as Kyler Murray. These two were supposed to, be a duo, go in this thing together. And look at the moves that the Cardinals have made over the last few years when it comes into bringing wide receivers. I mean, with the money that they have spent on the wide receiver position, they wouldn't have needed to do so much if Isabella would have actually done his job and showed up. Here's what Grant Gordon of NFL.com had to say. Isabella and Murray, referring to Kyler Murray, were part of the same 2019 Cardinals draft class, but Isabella never broke out with Arizona or formed any kind of noticeable chemistry with Murray. The lack of production for the former second-round pick led to plenty of speculation about Isabella moving on from the desert, and he was eventually granted permission to seek a trade in March. Obviously, no trade was done. He ultimately gets released and now ends up in Baltimore. Can't hurt. It's a practice squad spot. I mean, you kidding me? You get a former second-round wide receiver as a practice squad player? I'll take that. That's fine. I know that he's been cheeks. He hasn't played good his career at this point. But it's a practice squad spot for a former second-rounder. I still give the signing an A. Grade the signing for me. A, B, C, D, or F of bringing in Andy Isabella. And we will see you next time right here on the Ravens Rundown. I'm Tyler Jones saying so long. Have a great day.